Circuit analysis subject. This is Dr. Madhusudan, PhD, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. In this session, we will learn LC oscillators. The basic of LC oscillator is depending on tank circuit, where a tank circuit is known as where L inductor and capacitor are connected parallelly. That is called as tank circuit. And the benefit of this tank circuit is once a capacitor is charged, then the discharging path will be through inductor. When it is a discharging will happen, the magnetic flux will be induced, and it will be the capacitor will be charged in the opposite form. First it will be, if it is a plus this side, and after a discharging path through the inductor, negative will come in the upper side and positive will come in the opposite. But that magnitude of that capacitance will be less compared to earlier one. If first circuit, how much amplitude will be there, that much is not possible in the second circuit. It will be little less, and again it continues from the this circuit. It will the path will change. First it will discharge in this path, and now it will discharge in this path. So these things happen, charging and discharging will happen until the particular time, and that waveform will come as like this. So you can observe in this, it will come like this when capacitor will be, and through inductor if you make it, both are charge holding devices. That's why we are making a use of L and C. If it is a resistance, the voltage drop will come, and the voltage will get drop very sharply, and it will come to zero. So if you connect the inductor parallelly, it will hold charge for some time. So, and through capacitor also hold the charge, but it will come charging and discharging will happen, and it will come this type of waveform. Once the this type of waveform will come, but we want in oscillator, we want the continuous amplitude of like this. We want amplitude should be constant, but how to make it that one, we will see. So wherever we are using a LC component, either in series or parallel, most of the time we are using a parallel combination. And the frequency of oscillation, this frequency of oscillation is given by f equal to 1 by 2 pi root LC. So most of the electronic oscillators which contains L and C will have this formula, 1 divided f is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi root LC. So this is a tank circuit, and we are giving that damped waveform. Now only you checked, no, that one that we are giving at the input of the amplifier. Amplify will amplify that one, and the output of the amplifier we will take using a feedback network. It's a portion of the as we see in the oscillator and feedback amplifiers. So some feedback network we will take, and the gain of the feedback network usually less than 1. That is portion of the output is taken into as a output and fed back to the LC oscillator. Then what happens, it will try to stable the amplitude. The tank circuit output will be stabled. We will try to make it that one. Strictly speaking, here also LC oscillator, we have to convert all these amplifier circuit, feedback network and LC oscillator into S domain and analyze for the poles and zeros diagram. We have to apply Laplace transform, and we have to check for the poles and zeros. And poles, as you know, poles should lie on the j omega axis on the above and below. Then only the circuit will act as a oscillator circuit. So that analysis is mathematical part. In circuit analysis, only electronic circuit devices. So only this part will study. Actually, control system of view, that Laplace domain we have to study here. Then we will come to know how it behaves as a oscillator. But this is theoretical part. For practical part, we have to search for the pole. Wherever possible way, we have to search for that pole and zero diagram, and we have to put the pole on the j omega axis. So change in the oscillator frequency. Operating point of the active devices like such as transistor and BJT, FET should lie in the linear region for the oscillations in the amplifier. That is a one condition. The temperature dependency of the performance of the circuit component affect the oscillator frequency. Means what? So if the temperature dependence components are there, it will affect on the oscillator. So highly we use the component such that it should be independent of temperature, at least for the certain range. That components if you use, the oscillator frequency will be constant. The changes in the DC supply voltage also will cause in the changes in the behavior of the active device, as well as it will affect the frequency. A change in the output load may change. Even output load, if you are connecting, that will also affect on the tank circuit, Q factor of the tank circuit. Then the oscillations may change, or a unexpected frequency may come. The presence of the inter-element capacitance. Inter-element means the transistor is there, but base to collector, emitter, all those, there is a capacitance involved in that. That is called a stray capacitance. Those will be affects the oscillation frequency. So these are the oscillator frequency depending. These are the parameters which are causes the oscillator frequency to change. If all our factors are correct, then correct oscillator frequency will come. So types of oscillators. What are the types of LC oscillators we are studying in this subject is, first one is a Hartley oscillator, the second one is Colpitt's oscillator, third one is a clap oscillator. In some syllabus a clap oscillator is not there. So the fourth one is a crystal oscillator. So we will study all four. So coming up in the next one is LC oscillator part 2, where I cover Hartley oscillator, Colpitt's and clap oscillator in detail, circuit diagram and operation. All those things will come in the next video. Subscribe my channel. Any doubts please comment, and thank you for watching, and share for the needy students. Thank you.